want to share something. I went to a drumming and chanting workshop last night, and this is the third time that I have been to one of these sessions. And the guy who runs it is absolutely phenomenal, and I totally respect what he is doing for the well-being of others. It is such a beautiful thing. What he teaches is, it's not just drumming. Drumming is amazing. It's cool, it's fun to hear sounds, but there is so much more to drumming and the actual benefit on the nervous system and the connection and community that it brings. Drumming in itself, it is making sound and vibration. And that is beautiful in itself. And then there's more to it. Whenever you get a group of people drumming together, like our ancestors, many years ago, 100, 150, 200 years ago, drums were more common in a typical household. And not like a rock band drumming set, but just a one individual drum per person. And making rhythm, making music, having family time together. It wasn't just family dinners. It was dancing, it was creating, it was enjoying song and sound. And there wasn't so much perfectionism. There was a lot of space to be creative and to be free and to just relax and focus on the beat. And I will say that at first, the first session I went to, it was very much out of my comfort zone. It was pretty uncomfortable sometimes, especially the things that he had us do, like interacting with the people next to us and in the room as well, which there was like 30 of us. And I was there alone. I didn't know anybody, and it was uncomfortable for me. But I find that every time I step out of my comfort zone and just do the things and make it through with the belief, like, it's not that bad, but just like going through, like, okay, just going through, I feel a little weird, but that's all right. And then just get through it. I step into like another level of growth, and it was so helpful to experience that. And so this session that I went to this last time, I did bring a friend, and it was her first time, and she did enjoy it very much. But this piece was, this session had chanting involved, and my first session didn't have chanting, this one did. And it's hard to explain, but it's not just like hi, like Indians or something would do. That's what I used to think of when I thought of chanting. But he showed us ways of like humming and stimulating our vagus nerve system, which is a main part, or the major part of like your nervous system. And it is a nerve system that runs through your entire body. It's in your head, in your throat, all the way down your body. And it's really cool the impact that humming can have on relaxing the body. And there are different techniques for humming certain tunes and putting your hand in certain places to focus on certain areas. And I could literally feel the vibrating inside my body. And if you've ever heard of breath work, so what they say about breath work, one of the things is if you breathe out longer than you breathe in, then it tells your body that you're safe and everything's okay, and that can calm your nervous system. So if you breathe in 4 and out 8, that relaxes your body system. And if you think of like whenever you're in a high intense situation and you're like breathing fast, like you're running, like you're stressed, you have anxiety, or you're just overworked or something, that puts the body in a higher state of stress, and your body wants to help you survive. That is what it is here for us to do, is survive. It wants to protect us. So whenever we have quick breathing, that will release whatever the body thinks we need, like adrenaline, or like, that's the only one I can think of right now, but stuff like that. So if you're naturally just like mildly stressed, it still affects your nervous system. Even if you're not in panic at the moment, if you're worrying in the back of your mind about something and whatnot, it can really have a negative effect on your body and your whole system. Whenever we are stressed, we are less likely to remember and retain information. We are less likely to be able to be kind naturally and considerate of others. And there are so many things that stress can do to negatively impact our lives. But whenever we are at a resting and relaxed state, like think of, maybe if you have a relaxing vacation, or maybe you relax in your everyday. Not everyone's stressed out all the time, but a lot of people, they can be. They typically, you see that a lot. But for an easy visual, if you have been on a very nice vacation that's been relaxing, that you just had such a good time and everything just flowed nicely, and you were just kind and open and receptive and like curious and maybe creative as well, like you were able to use a lot of your other abilities and senses because you were in such a relaxed state. You were safe, and your body knew your body felt safe. So things like that with the breathing, you don't have to just be on vacation to feel at ease. You can practice it now in your car, in your home, at any time, in the bathroom, at work, if you're, stressed at work, or even at your desk, whatever, while you're walking. But if you take those couple moments to actually focus and think and breathe, like 10 breaths, and be in that moment, just breathing can help. So whenever we were doing the chanting and the humming, that was like, I feel like next level stimulation, where it was really powerful for the whole body, and being able to target certain areas, like holding our energy centers, holding our throat, and your head, we have energy throughout our whole body. And so like sometimes if your head hurts, it can be like trapped energy in your head, where stress energy has just kind of sat up there. So whenever you can hum and put the tongue to the roof of the mouth and send energy up to the top of your head, and do that for a couple rounds of whatever your breath is. Breathe, but take a big breath in and breathe out, and let it be. Take those couple moments of peace for yourself, and see if you notice any release in tension or any different feelings in your body. So I really just wanted to share that, because I had such an amazing time, and I think that it's not just me, but the other people in the group with us, we were able to share like what we were experiencing, and we all had like our own experiences, but like some of them were very similar, like some things that would come up, some of the things that we felt. And it was so cool, this like how in sync we were with like the freestyle drumming. Sometimes it was just so pleasurable. I highly recommend a drumming circle if you get the opportunity, one near you. It is phenomenal. Seriously phenomenal, something to experience at least once. But you see me, I've been there 3 times, and I plan to go 2 more, because they're just so much fun. And then there's also the valuable practices that can help me live better every day. And it's not to get rid of stress altogether, because we might some stressful things come up in life. We're humans, like, we go through these emotions and we have different experiences, and it's okay. But knowing these practices can help us be more resilient to come back down to base level so that we can be at a resting, peaceful state more often than not. So we can let our bodies know that we're okay, we're safe, it's all right, this thing happened, but I'm okay, I'm safe, because the body can get worked up even if, like, you spill your coffee and, like, you stress about that, or, like, you're burning food in the kitchen. Like, your body, like, that can be stressful to your body. So being able to stay low, like, and peaceful. I have a quick story actually that I just thought of, because it is a really good example of, like, how far I've kind of come with this. But I did actually have an experience where the sun is in my eyes, where I did spill my coffee, or tea actually. I just sat down for breakfast, and I have these smaller cup holders, coasters. There's a couple that are smaller, and I had been thinking about, like, changing them, getting a couple bigger ones, which I did now. But I just sat down and I put my tea back on the thing, and it's a full glass of tea, and it spilled all over my island. And I did not even flinch. Like, I sat there and saw what happened, and I was like, oh. So I got a towel, I started soaking it, I moved the things, I wiped it up and got everything dry, and then I sat down and started eating again. And it was okay. Like, I swear, like, I didn't even have a fluctuation in my energy or anything. And it feels so good to be able to stay calm in stressful situations. Like, and that's just a simple one, like spilling coffee. But if we're out in the world and there's some kind of, like, bad thing happening near us, where there's like a car wreck or something like that, and if we're able to stay calm in the situation and not freak out, then we could be more helpful to those around us, and it's just better overall for everybody, ourselves and everybody. So I just wanted to share that experience. And maybe you've never heard of drumming, chanting, humming, stuff like that, and I'll leave you with a song. Okay, so one of my favorite songs to listen to, like, in the car and anytime, it is called Om So Hum by Lincoln Jesser. And it's fun, it's upbeaty, and it also is one that you can hum. And if you want to dive more into humming and looking up those benefits and everything, go ahead. The guy who did the lesson for me at the drum workshop I went to, his name is Jim Donovan. He is around the Pennsylvania, New York area, as far as I can tell. He travels around these areas to do things. He might go farther, but he has a lot of stuff online. He has YouTube, he has his own website, he has so many helpful resources to teach you more in depth about all of these things. So highly recommend you hum every day, drum as often as you can, if that enjoys it, like, if you do enjoy it, if it does strike a chord with you. Maybe the thing that is going to be good for you might be something else, but you might find that exploring drumming and humming is very valuable to your life, like I have found. So be well, much love, always loving, learning, growing, evolving, and stepping into the best and better versions of myself. And I wish everyone else the same, and all the love, peace, and happiness, infinity.